Texas-sized show today.
About to check outside the game. You know what I'm talking about.
A lot of Texas talk.
If you're gonna go.
I heard this one before.
Ooh, it's my dad's favorite song.
Is it?
He karaoke's this thing.
Oh, I do know this.
Welcome to Ungovernable Misfits Action News. Episode 2.
I do know this song, mate.
Sure.
Sorry, John's dad, for disrespecting you. I'll put some respect on your name.
Yeah. Little respect next time with 2 C's. Yeah, my dad's a snowbird, and so he goes down to Florida for like 8 months out of the year, and that's when he's really alive. He does karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's his thing.
Music's running through the veins of your family, isn't it?
Is that what's going on? Yeah, I guess so.
Feels like it. You fucking love music.
I do love music. I like to get on the jukebox on the Pleb Minor Mafia Telegram group.
Mm-hmm. Which you've turned off now.
Which I did turn off. Yes, I have to turn this off to do a proper recording.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the prolific jukebox players are in the Pleb Minor Mafia Telegram group?
I can have a guess that Bass might be in there.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon Chet might get involved.
Chet does not get involved. Mm-mm.
What a fuck.
Yeah,
Lazy.
but Chet is playing music constantly in the mine. Like he's got this
Is
whole
he?
music set up there. Yeah.
Okay. Who else might I think would be doing that? Does Carl get involved?
Yeah. That's the dude, Carl.
What sort of music's he got on there?
Off the wall shit. You know, like a lot of indie rock, garage band stuff.
Okay.
But he's very eclectic taste in music. It's just a bunch of bands you've never heard. As a matter of fact, Baseload said this morning, like, I've never heard of any of these songs.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, girl number 1 will sometimes listen to the music, and she's like, oh, I like that song. Oh, I like that song. That must be Carl playing that. So her and Carl are like, bonded spiritually over music. It's kind of interesting.
Love it. You notice how I've added nothing there.
I noticed that a lot, yeah.
My missus gets so fucking angry with me. She sent to me the other day. She's like, you know, when we first met, I found it really weird because I rolled out the red carpet on our first date. Like, I picked her up in my van and just to show the wealth. So she gets into the van. She's like driving back to mine. And she said to me the other day, she's like, I did find it really weird that we just sat and there was nothing on the radio. Like it was just silence. And I was like, yeah, that's how I always do it. She's like, yeah, I know that now. But at the time, I thought that was fucking weird, especially being like a musical person. Just like, whenever there's like a gap in conversation, it's just dead.
She was like, would you like me to sing for you?
And now, like, she's got used to it, but there can't be anything. If there's any conversation happening, there cannot be any TV in the background. There cannot be any music in the background. There could be no noise. It has to be absolute silence. Otherwise, I lose my shit.
What do you do in a bar? In a bar situation? Everybody calm down. Shut the fuck up. Turn this music off. I'm trying to talk.
My stress levels just go up massively.
You get all kinds of hang-ups.
Yeah, I know. I'm a lot of fun to be around, as you can tell. Yeah.
Write a book.
Really great guy.
Sometimes I feel guilty. I'm picking all the music. This is too much of my personality in music. Suggestions are open. You can send me music throughout the month. I'll listen to it.
I have some ideas. I listen to music just alone.
Well, regular party animal.
Anyway, enough about music. We got any mining chat?
Nope. Not off the top of my head. How about you?
All right, mate. No, I've got nothing. Cool. Well, I've got some bits to do around the house. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, cool. Later. L8R.
And it's later. I'll tell you what we do have is some boosts. I see you've changed the colours around for me. I appreciate that.
I did change the colours around for you, yeah.
I do appreciate that.
I want you to be comfortable.
I am. I feel calm. Did you know that I've recently painted my office blue?
No.
Do you care?
I do care. I care about everything in your life. Even all your little hang-ups, the fact that you paint your office blue to calm yourself.
Yeah, it's like a really nice deep blue, like a bit of a chalky kind of, like if you look at the ocean when you're flying over it. That kind of, yeah, it's nice. I feel calm in here.
Good. Actually, we don't need that.
No?
I need you fired up. Can you paint the room red, please?
No, don't like that colour. Okay. I'll be fired up. I'll be fired up anyway, mate.
Get it. Get it.
Late stage hodl. Oof. This is a big boost.
He's a big baller.
Here's a big baller. 70,000 sats. Thank you, mate. That is incredible. Here are some sats to try and begin to thank John for his assistance to get some of my rigs fixed. John should say Jarl, but Max should say aluminium. Garage. Some of this is for Max's burping classes. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Don't think I need them. I'm pretty professional these days, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thanks for the kind words on the immersion setup. I'm hoping soon to dunk some more rigs. By the time you read this, I hope John has a good story to tell about my second try. Well, do you?
I don't have a good story to tell about late stage Hodl's second try at dunking.
Why is that? Has he not tried?
He's not tried hard enough. I mean, when he tries, he burns the machines to a crisp. Is the problem? So the story goes, I think I mentioned it last month, and he had dunked some rigs and had an issue, and this happens. I just saw this in the Epic Universal Mining Control Board chat group. Somebody burned up a bunch of machines down in Texas because the pump went down and machines were staying in low power mode, or just like, survival mode, but still heating up the oil. And, with all these machines, there's just a change in temperature that can constantly builds and builds and builds, even if it's just, a few hundred watts. Not sure that's exactly what happened to late stage Hodl's setup, but he had some XPs dunked and he fried them up. So he tried to get them serviced somewhere else, and they sent it back and said, well, there's nothing we can do to repair it. These repair facilities make the decision for you and say, well, you've got so many burnt up ASIC chips. We've determined that it's not in your best interest to replace all of these chips. So we're going to call it things dead. Well, to a pleb miner, late stage Hodl has invested a lot of money into these machines, a lot of money into the immersion setup and his pool heater. And, it's wintertime. It's wintertime in the South. Like, this is perfect pool heating weather. I'm sure he'd much rather be swimming in sats, as we've said on episodes.
Who wouldn't?
So I said to him, well, why don't you send it to Fix Rigs? They've always said that they'll try to tailor things to the pleb level. Yes, they repair machines at a high-end level and do things for institutional and large-scale miners, but they still care about the plebs. So he sent the machines over, and there's been a lot of back and forth chat, because we've been in a three-way chat, Fix Rigs, Late Stage Hodl, and myself. So I've just been observing this back and forth between all of them. And it's like, well, this machine's messed up, but this one's salvageable, and we're going to work on it and do the best we can. So they weren't able to salvage everything, but he's getting there, and Fix Rigs has really done a good job of taking care of him.
Excellent. That is great to hear. Thank you, Fix Rigs.
Next is from Expatriotic, and this is a Podverse boost. So to remind everybody, you don't have to use Fountain. There are other Podcasting 2.0 apps where you can support us. He says, I'm a dirty, bloody, statist cunt. I need to be punished.
Are you? Do you?
How would we go about doing that?
I don't know whether he is intending that to be from your mouth and your voice.
I hope not.
And your thoughts, or his own. Hard to know.
Maybe I should punish myself, see if I deserved it.
Try it. Why not?
A little self-flagellation. Okay.
Never goes amiss. Ooh, that gorilla back.
It didn't work. I kind of liked it.
Okay.
Maybe it did work. Next up is from Ape Mithrandir. Action News.
Nice.
Another one from Expatriotic. Only fucking podcast that doesn't make me cringe. Keep it going. And we will. This is a breeze boost.
So much more fucking ridiculous. As time has gone on, where are we going to be in a year?
Oh, who the fuck knows?
It's gone from barn miner to barn miner, barn, and now it's out of control, mate.
Totally out of control. That's the way we like it. This is a breeze boost. So we had one from Fountain, Podverse, Breeze, you name it. Weak bladders. Why can't you cunts get through one show without taking a leak? I tell you why, because we record this show for like 3 hours. Come on.
And then we record another show straight after that.
Yeah.
Work around here. It's a Sunday,
Drink
mate.
coffee.
All right? Yeah. Actually, I've just made myself a coffee. I've put some honey in this one as well to really hype me up.
Cafetier.
It is a cafetier. It's a nice one as well. It's a Bowden one. Do you have TK Maxx over there?
We have TJ Maxx. His little brother.
Okay. Is it like you go there and you get cheap stuff that should be more expensive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a Bodum cafetiere and it should be like 50 or 60 quid and I got it for 8 quid. So yeah, that's the sort of deals we like around here.
You know, when you tell me these stories about, you go into TJ Maxx's retarded little brother, TK Maxx, or going to Aldi's and looking through the rotten meats that they have and see if you can find a fresh one.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a real dumpster diver.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got to get the deals, mate. I love it.
It makes you cool.
Yeah, it makes me very happy. What do we got? Expatriotic. I want to boost enough that one day you send me a free hoodie. Ambitious. Very ambitious. We'll see. We'll see.
You could just buy one.
He could. But actually, a shout out to Expatriotic because this crazy fuck has gone back through the entire bit-by-bit catalogue from episode 1. He's working his way through every single one and boosting every single one. And he's also doing a bit of writing for us for Ungovernable Misfits. So thank you to Expatriotic. I will consider... Mad lad. Chet. LMFAO. John Schilling Prev Hashnonce and already got banned. This whole story is fucking hilarious. Haven't you got it back now?
I did get it back, yeah.
You lost yours, then got Prev Hashnonce, then got banned after shilling it, and now it's back again.
It's back again, yeah.
It's hard to keep up with you, mate.
Hey,
Chet again. I can't keep up with all the name changes. We definitely rolled deep with those Black Skull hoodies. Don't fuck with pleb miners, or you will find out. He's put a lol at the end, but I think he's serious.
Yeah. That's just
so
to throw you off.
I'm going to fucking kill you and your family. Lol.
You ever used to get in fights at the schoolyard and basketball court or something like that, and somebody bow up on you, and keep doing this flinching thing? I'm like, flinch? I'm like, no, I don't mean flinch. No, I don't mean that. Boom, sucker punch. I think that's what Chet is going for here.
Okay, yeah. He's like lulling you into a false sense of security and then
boom,
just
sucker punch. See what just happened? You're sitting here talking about the lull. Popped you.
Mm-hmm. We didn't really do that in the UK.
No, you're gentlemen. Queensberry rules.
No, just knives here.
Or machete.
Yeah. No, apparently they're getting banned, so that's not going to happen anymore.
Oh, good. Great.
I saw somewhere on the news the UK's banning zombie knives. There's like huge fucking swords that they run around with and cut each other up with. Like machetes, but like bigger. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's good. They'll go away tomorrow then, because we all know banning works.
Yeah. Gun-free zones.
Yeah, banned. Okay, that's good then. They banned drugs as well. There's no gang warfare over drugs around here.
No. Hey, I was going to shoot that place up. Sir, this is a gun-free zone. Hey, you missed one from Wartime Psychopath.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. Went right into Expatriotic.
It's because it's over 2. You've done it over like 2 pages. That's why.
Oh,
that's your fault. Right. Stop sign, shout sign, fart sign or wind, siren equals mind blown at high five or clap, orange heart, shake hand.
Yeah.
Whew, cryptic. No talk. Oh, maybe that's a burp because it's like no, and then it's like I think that's like no burp sound equals mind blown at high five, love and handshake. I think he likes my burps. That's what I think it is.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
We're solving puzzles.
Mm-hmm. You could sort of do private key management this way.
You probably could, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's probably a safe way. I think if I mention that to Bitcoin Q&A, I'm like, I've got this new idea. Should we do everything in emojis and then just remember the emojis and communicate that way to send transactions? I think he'd like it and say, that's secure.
Yeah, let's go for that.
I think he might slap me right in my fucking face.
You probably deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Next one up is Lincoln. I assume that's Lincoln Park Rules, not Abraham Lincoln.
It's hard to know because he's on so many different apps, isn't he?
Indeed. Showing Expatriotic how to do boostergrams. Well, now he knows. Pies, my man Paisano. Hey, yo. Devil horns, rock and roll sign. Devil horns, devil horns, devil horns, devil horns, devil horns. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. Rocket, 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 rocket. Pies. Max, I did a few prison bids back in the day. At my peak, I could do 90 pull-ups in a clip. I'll train you for war, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
90 pull-ups. When he says in a clip, does that mean just like in one go?
If so, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen that. So, Pies, if that is true, I'll take that offer. You can train me for war because 90 pull-ups in a row, if they're proper pull-ups, whew, I don't want to be fucking with you.
Not kipping. Next up is Nabingya Wali O ... An anonymous podcast guru user. Aha, that's our fourth one. Fountain, Podverse, Breeze, and now Podcast Guru.
We're quite inclusive here.
Sure.
Multi-pod cultural.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's a new term.
Yeah.
Next one up is Pies. MOP. Cold as ice. OG shit, son. Thank you, Fountain Boosters.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Next up is some statistics.
Statistics. I'ma tell you the basics for hashing with ASICs, Bitcoin mining statistics.
It's simple mathematics. Check it out. I'll revolve around science.
What are we talking about?
Statistics. I'ma tell you the basics for hashing with ASICs, Bitcoin mining statistics.
It's simple mathematics. Check it out. I'll revolve around science.
What are we talking about here?
Statistics.
Brought to you by the Linkcoin mining platform. Linkcoin mining has been on a tear with publishing. A few months ago, in partnership with Nico Smid's Digital Mining Solutions, they released an intensive review of the Bitcoin mining ecosystem in 2023 called The Bitcoin Mining Boom, which looked at the most significant events in Bitcoin mining, analyzed the state of the Bitcoin network, mining economics, ASIC miner markets, mining pools, and energy usage. More recently, Linkcoin released the Flexible Loads Playbook under their sister company, Load, and Chola Energy. The Flexible Loads Playbook distills years' worth of data, numbers, and prices in ERCOT into a comprehensive and transformative resource for the emerging industry in the flexible load space, particularly in flexible computing. And they are doing that with Bitcoin mining. Secure your copy of the Flexible Loads Playbook by visiting Load's website at load, LOD.io.
Oh, that's how you spell it.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that just so that people, when they're typing this in, don't get something unwanted? Like a massive load in the face?
Yeah. You don't want that.
Huge flexible loads.
Check this out.
LOD.
LOD.io.
I'm just stirring my coffee.
Yeah. The L and then an O with a line on top of it. What's that called, Max? With the line is on top of the O.
An umlaut, is it?
Nope, I think that's the dots.
Don't know. Someone can tell us in the comments.
In the boosts. That's how you speak to us.
It is actually the best way, because I still can't respond to anyone, which is fucking winding me up. So this is how I'm responding. Voice notes.
Exactly. Yes, this is the way it goes. We're the ones with the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You're the ones with the sats. Let's get some synergies here.
We'll write back. You still write back for some reason. You can still do it. I can't.
Well, I'm cool and you're not.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's Load.io. Load, LOD.io. LOD.io. Even though Load doesn't sponsor this podcast, I just felt like getting the word out there. That'll be the last Load mention. Everything else is Linkcoin mining. Linkcoin mining, Linkcoin mining, Linkcoin mining. Got it?
Got it. Good.
Okay. Here at Ungovernable Misfits, Action News. We use Linkcoin mining to derive our statistics. If the Bitcoin mining boom and the Flexible Loads Playbook are a bit too heavy and you simply need to find out what yesterday's hash price and hash value were, visit lens.linkcoin.com. Global hash rate on a 30-day moving average is 571 exahash. 7-day moving average is 563, with a high point on February 7th of 603 exahash. 1-day highs for the past month have been as much as 685 on February 1st and as low as 490 on February 17th. What a spread. 490 to 685.
And what's the reason for that then? Is that just people turning off this whole flexible load stuff?
Sure, could be. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Yeah. Oh, like asking the mining guru. So what do you think this is? I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. It's like everybody wants an answer to everything. Oh, I'm going to pour through all this data and try to figure out and nail down. Listen, it's a global hash rate marketplace.
To be fair, it's the most honest way to respond. I went to a family event yesterday, and a few people, as the price runs, were starting to come up to me and going, yeah, so it's always blokes, and it's always like the guys who think they're really like business. And so they'll like come up and they'll be like, yeah, so this Bitcoin thing, it's running at the moment, isn't it? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so been reading about this halving. What is where are we going to be price-wise? Somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean there's going to be some pretty big moves, right? What are you supposed to say to that?
Boy, you're exciting to talk to.
Join my group.
Promo code ungovernable. Yeah, last week there was something we could point to. There was a demand response action going around. ERCOT had sent out a warning. Other ISOs send out warnings. Hey, we might need you to participate in demand response. So that was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
These swings here, I don't know. I didn't see anything crazy.
Okay.
Maybe a huge mine shut down and changed out everything for S21s. I don't know. Didn't see anything. If you know, leave it in the comments or boost it. Linkcoin Mining's hash rate rose and is now 1.79 exahash. I'm sure Mehdi could answer as to why, because he's watching it all come online and managing it.
All knowing.
If you aren't pointing hash to Linkcoin, get at it. Let's get them over 2 exahash by the half inning. Other mining pools of note, Foundry leads the pack at 176, Antpool 152, F2 71, which that actually decreased. Everyone else rose. Via BTC 70 exahash, and SBI Crypto at 13 exahash. Here's an interesting one.
F2's the cunty one, isn't it?
Yeah, F2 is the cunty one. Yeah, the weird one.
Is that one like the super autist who is like giving all his flight details?
Yes.
Yeah, what a fucking weirdo. Just for that reason, you can't be using them.
Oh, and giving back the transaction to PayPal.
Oh, God. That's the worst. Because if there's ever anyone you want to take from and dunk on and give them a taste of their own fucking medicine, it is PayPal. How many times have people had their accounts frozen and all their funds frozen and taken unfairly? Oh, it would have been nice. Would have been nice. What would have been really nice, and I know Mehdi would have done this, he would have taken all of it, said, no, I'm not giving it back to you. He'd have thrown a party for all of the mining misfits, all of the pleb miner mafia. We'd have gone to Hash Sluts, and there would just be video of us just smashing out all of that Bitcoin, just throwing hundreds, having lightning payments flying through the air, asses just fucking bouncing, and then just go, there's your money back, bitches. That's what Mehdi would have done. That's a real ungovernable motherfucker.
No lies detected.
It's facts.
We had another big spike in hash rate from a pool, and that is Ocean. They are up to 1.22 exahash now. That's a big jump for them. But you can watch this transpire. On the 26th of January, Ocean jumped from 595 exahash to 1.22 exahash. And this occurred shortly after Swan announced that they were mining 4.5 exahash, and they have plans to deploy up to 8 exahash.
Mm-hmm.
And then Corey Klippenstein posted a picture of a wave. Get it?
What's going on with that? Have you got any insights on this whole Swan riding a wave stuff? Like, it feels like there's something bubbling under the surface, like some problems are brewing to me, but I have no idea what they are.
I don't know. I've never paid a damn bit of attention to Swan. They seem like cucks to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's something weird about the guy.
Klippenstein.
A couple like the TEM crew have looked into him and who he was as a child, and some Adida cult, and they had some pedophile on their spaces for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Something about Swan I've never liked. For years and years, I haven't bought from an exchange anyhow. So I don't pay attention to this stuff, this influencer shit. Yeah, my energy bill is enough.
It's a good virtue signal. I never buy from an exchange.
No. Oh, yeah, it is a good virtue. Look at me, everybody. I never buy from an exchange.
Because I'm fucking dirt poor. I literally didn't. Yeah, I agree. There's something weird. It is a little bit cult-like, actually. Some of the shillfluencing that goes on. A little bit weird and a little bit gross. So, I don't know. It just feels like there's something bubbling, and then there was some sort of kerfuffle a month or so ago, and then suddenly they're launching a load of mining stuff, and I'm just like, what's coming? Could this be the Black Swan?
Oh, I see.
It wouldn't be a Black Swan, though, because we are sort of seeing it swimming already.
In an ocean.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're so cryptic. Something's coming.
I don't know. I don't know.
You
I
can't
don't know
eat
about
swans.
Ocean.
Know that?
I don't know about Dorsey. I don't know about Luke. I don't know about Corey Klippenstein and the Adi Da cult. I don't fuck with it.
It's weird. Do you know you can't eat a swan here?
Is that right? Why?
The queen will jump out of her grave and she'll bitch slap you. There's some royal link with swans, like they inbred with them or like something like that. And they just fucking love swans. So if you kill or eat a swan,
Yeah. That's some ungovernable shit to do in the UK.
I do it all the time. Swan's
Yeah.
fucking delicious. No, I don't really. They probably don't taste that good because like geese here, goose is fucking tasty. Like if you get good proper goose, but if you have like the Canada geese that have all come over here, the noisy cunts that are on
Shit
the Thames,
everywhere.
they shit everywhere. Yeah. If you eat them, they're not very good. They're not very fatty. They're like not that tasty. So I imagine a swan would be similar.
I think I had some when I was in North Dakota. I think I had some
really?
goose jerky or duck jerky.
Oh,
Some
I bet
waterfowl jerky.
that's good.
No, it tasted like
Foul.
swamp water.
Mm.
The guy, it was given to one of the guys, and he said they probably didn't bleed the ducks out properly.
It wasn't
Gross.
barn jerky, was it?
No, but I did just get some barn jerky yesterday, and it was delicious.
Mm.
Very smoky, the right amount of heat,
Mhm.
perfect texture,
Mhm.
and made with love.
Oh, that sounds worrying.
It's the secret ingredient. Dude, I fucking made it with love, dude. You don't know what it fucking means.
Is it
Smoking
like-
this fucking jerky all fucking day. Nobody's helping me with all the jerky. I had to fucking cut up all this stuff and marinate it.
Always whinging, isn't
It's
he?
all over the fucking kitchen. The fucking wife's bitching at me, dude, about all this fucking jerky.
I bet she never bitches. It sounds like he bitches all the time.
Fuck yeah, he does.
A fucking bar miner just constantly bitching. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Fucking lightning, dude. You know why I don't like Swan? I think it's because of Barn Miner. Because he was on a tear about them a while ago.
Okay.
Fucking custodial Swan, dude. Fuck those guys, dude. Fucking influencers, dude. Shit influencers. And I was like, yeah, Swan does suck. Barn said so.
This is where it all comes from.
Yeah. He gets you riled up about anything.
He's always right, though. That's the thing with him.
Yeah, you just have to get past the grumpiness. I'm not fucking grumpy, dude. Fuck you, dude. He's not grumpy. He just talks like that.
Yeah.
He's actually very positive.
Is he?
Mhm.
Okay.
My burn. Hash rate aggregators, such as Luxor and Brains, are at 20.2 exahash and 9.36, respectively. Cool pools like CK Pool, 39.2 petahash. That's a big reduction from last month. And Kano is at 15.08. There's a new pool to swim in for small hash rate miners called Public Pool. It's a fully open source solo Bitcoin mining pool for devices like the BitAxe and the Gecko Science devices. That's the little USB miners, both of which can be purchased through our sponsor, Altair Bitcoin Mining Solutions.
That's better. You've been fucking it up.
So have you.
Yeah, but I was copying you because you're not meant to know about mining.
Yeah. What does that have to do with mining? It's a constellation.
Do you know I always
star.
Yeah, but I always thought it sounded weird when you said it. Because you'd be like, yeah, our sponsor, Altair. And I was like, that sounds a bit fucking
They
weird.
say it all
Like,
gay. Altair.
Altair. And I was like, okay, John knows what he's talking about. It's Altair. But it's not. It's just Altair. Is that right?
Altair. It's
Altair.
a star
Oh, okay.
in the Aquila system.
Oh, of course it is. How did I forget that?
It's an eagle.
It's what?
An eagle. That's how we'd say it in Pittsburgh. An eagle. Oh, look over there. It's an eagle.
Fucking hell.
I don't think you hate anything more than that Pittsburgh accent.
I don't think I do either. I have a lot of hate in my heart, but that really takes the top spot.
God, I could go on for hours in that accent.
Please don't.
Hours and hours and hours.
No, stop it now. Altair.
Altair. So you can purchase these products, the BitAxe Supra Supremacy with S21 chips, USB stick miners, and such. When you do purchase from Altair, use promo code UNGOVERNABLE.
Nice promo code. Can I just ask something about the BitAxe?
Yeah,
Please.
sure.
I know we've talked about them a lot, and I get like the basics, but is it kind of just to learn on Is there any way that it can be profitable other than like if you're getting the energy for free?
No, I mean it's very low energy usage. It's only 1 to 3 chips.
Okay.
So take a board that's got 100 something chips on it times 3.
Yeah.
Well, you're only using a couple of those chips, so it's pretty low wattage.
Okay.
It's a lottery miner. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but somebody from that group, maybe it was Altair or Scott 9000, somebody posted up the whole lottery miner thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're more likely to find a block with one of these small miners on public pool, a solo mining pool, than you are to win the lottery.
Okay, but that's not saying much, is it?
I guess
If you had a few of them, well, I guess my question is like, so you would only do it if you are doing the solo mining, and you would only do it as a lottery thing. You wouldn't sort of have a few of these and join a pool.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't see what the point would be.
Well, I just wonder,
to pool mine it, just solo mine.
Yeah.
it.
So if you solo mined it, as an example, if you like run an office or you have any sort of business where your energy, you write off the costs, then I suppose you could use it and it wouldn't effectively cost you anything for the energy. So it's only the hardware. So then you just have that lottery running constantly, and you could have like 1 or 2 or whatever. I kind of like that idea because they don't make any noise, do they?
No, not really.
So there would be no reason for someone noise-wise or like complexity-wise or whatever not to just chuck one of those into their office, or it doesn't have to be an office, just anywhere. Like if you run a tire center or whatever, your energy's being written off. Why not just run one?
Sure. Throw them in all over the place.
Okay.
Hash value and hash price. Right now, getting 159,112 sats per petahash per day. And hash price is about $80.74. So it's a big dip in sats, but with a nice price pump, we've risen $5 in hash price over the last month. I've had a machine on Ocean since January 7th, just to get the gist of this thing and see how it works out.
Traitor.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I've been using knots too, by the way, to filter all that nasty shit out. Anyway, on Ocean, since January 7th, I have but tallied up 762,183 sats, valued at $390. I did that same calculation on Lincoin and got 929,238 sats, valued at $475.
Okay, so let's be honest here. I know Lincoin is a sponsor of the show, and Medi's our favorite fridge.
Yeah.
But I assume you're now going to move all of your hash over to Ocean?
Did you not hear the numbers? Let me do it again. Ocean, 762,000. Lincoin, 929.
Yeah, but who cares about staying solvent or profit, you know?
Oh, I should just mine myself into the poorhouse.
I would think so. I mean, it's all about filtering, man.
Right. Well, joke's on you. Already in the poorhouse.
Me too. But so you're not going to move any hash over to Ocean because you kind of like at least staying solvent?
Yeah, I do like that part. The making a profit part, it's kind of important to me. And my wife.
And your kids, probably. They like being fed.
They do like food, yeah.
They like to be able to grow and be healthy and all that stuff.
Bones and such. Yeah.
It's weird, like no one could have seen this coming. No one could have thought that Ocean wouldn't be popular. No one could think like, I don't think everyone's going to be switching over to them because they like to be profitable and make money, and like that's why Bitcoin works. But yeah, I'm shocked, to be honest with you, mate.
Hey, even if you're cool and want to be Jack Dorsey's friend and you're a swanfluencer, you still aren't kicking all your hash rate up to Ocean, are you? You just put a little bit. You said you got 4 something. Ocean jumped up from 600 to what, 1.2? Yeah. You just put a little bit on there just to be cool.
Just to be cool. Yeah, just to be part of the club. It's so weird to me that anyone normal, like any reasonable person, would use them. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like I can't think that anyone hates JPEGs that much. They're like, do you know what? I'm going to make sure my family isn't fed. That's what I'm going to do because I fucking hate JPEGs.
I don't know. I mean, listen, the hash rate aggregators, and Lincoin is one of them. You're kicking up hash to a higher pool. You know, like Brains and Luxor. A lot of the other ones are mining with Antpool. Antpool filters out all the cool ordinals and all this stuff and then kicks it back down. As Mechanic from Ocean says, you're hashers. You're not really a Bitcoin miner. Listen, I get that stuff, but we all got bills to pay. In a perfect world, I'd have enough hash where I could just mine solo and say, fuck everybody. Fuck all of you.
What do you think you need hash-wise to do that and it be reasonable? I guess the main thing is like being able to stay solvent because you don't know how long it's going to take to hit a block. But like, what's the number where it's like you're going to be hitting a block often enough that you kind of are okay?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that. What's your rate? Are you part of a demand response program? Are you required to take a certain amount of, megawatt hours throughout the month in order to get that rate? How often is your mortgage due? Do you own all your machines? Do you own all your infrastructure? Do you have employees that you have to pay?
Yeah, but
that's a lot.
Okay, but just give me a rough kind of like you're going to be needing between this range. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, are you going to need to invest $1 million?
There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to answer
million.
that. I'm not going to answer that because it is like, well, what's your runway? How much of a runway do you have?
I get it.
It's the same thing. Like, do you want me to sound like I know everything? No, after the halving. Oh, definitely. In 2 months after the halving, we're going to be at 100K.
Do you get my point?
Nobody fucking knows. No, I totally get your point. I don't know. Do you want to answer? 5 megawatts.
Which is what, like, in terms of cost to set up in hardware, roughly?
$2 million.
Okay. And then what's that if you're at, say, like 5 cents?
I know, like Baseload and Aaron Hall are like, fucking, you can't set up 5 megawatts for $2 million, you fucking idiot. Ask Aaron Hall. He knows.
Okay.
Ask Baseload.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking is I'm just thinking, like, is there ever a way that you can get a load of pleb miner mafia and like-minded people who come to an agreement over a few sites where they start to do their own solo mining stuff and they have it agreed? That's where my brain's going. It's like
somebody is going to have to foot that bill, though. Somebody is going to be on the hook for that.
Yeah. That's true. It doesn't mean it's impossible. Like, it doesn't mean
it doesn't. But everybody would have to be super aligned, in which we are. We're a lot of very close people in the mafia, but somebody's holding the bag at the end of the day.
Why are they holding the bag?
Probably going to be me holding the bag.
When you say holding the bag, you mean because of the contracts and like
somebody has to pay the power bill. Somebody has to build the infrastructure. Somebody has to have the own the machines or have the loan out on the machines. What if you have a guy that just has 5 machines there and his machines go down and he's like, well, I can't pay to repair those. There's just so many factors here.
I assume you'd have to have some sort of fund held in Bitcoin for repairs. You'd have to have some sort of calculation where you'd say, okay, the people who join own their machines. You have a certain amount that you have to pay monthly in fees for the term of the agreement for the energy contracts, and a percentage of that has to be held in case they pull out and just say, I'm not paying. So there is some calculation that could be done that could reduce a lot of that risk. And then there is a calculation that could be done where it's like, okay, this is reasonable. And then people could sign up when they understand all the facts and the risks. I just think it'd be cool. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Why would somebody go for that idea?
Because they care.
Versus just a traditional hosting thing.
Because it's cool. Like it's a good way to actually have more control, and it's also like a counterweight to the cuntiness of something like Ocean. It's more control and a bit of a fuck you to that kind of shenanigan.
Yeah,
but I get you.
We have a friend of the show who has pretty good hosting rates and will do things like. You buy a PDU, essentially. You buy a PDU's worth of machines, I think, or half a PDU, 12. And he'll give you the good rate. But within that 12, you can mix and match with people. So perhaps one person say like, well, I'm going to kick up 8 machines, 7 machines to this. And I just need somebody with 2-3 machines to partner with me. I'll pay you out every month what those machines earned. But the account or the contract is under me.
Yes. Okay.
But even in that sense, you're probably still pool mining. I don't know. This stresses me out. What I would like to do someday in a dream world is to find a site around here in PJM that I can run cows on, that's by a substation, that I can sell to some other investment group that wants to put down 4 containers worth of machines because they think Bitcoin is cool and they like to just throw their money around. Carve out some space for myself on that. Throw down a couple of containers, spray paint a big-ass pleb miner skull on there, throw a bunch of my own machines in there, but leave space open at a really low rate where I'm just like cover my costs plus whatever's worth my time,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of the mafia can get in.
Ooh,
Like
can I get in?
I would be willing to do that. Of course, I don't have any of this shit. I'm just thinking, in a perfect world, if we want to be altruistic and take care of people, and I'm not a fiat cunty motherfucking piece of shit, I would carve out space like this friend of the show basically does. I'm gonna
Okay.
carve out space for more plebby kind of stuff. No MOQ, good people I know only,
Mm-hmm.
whatever my rate is, plus, a little bit extra cost. That's pretty much what this guy does anyhow.
What happens with the cows? They just fuck around outside, yeah?
Yeah. They
They're
eat
not
grass
involved
and
with
shit,
running a mine or
piss.
anything.
No, I wouldn't expect them to work there at the mine.
I don't think they have the dexterity for it. They've got hooves.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good around machines.
Not really. They scratch themselves on them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get back to statistics?
Yeah, let's move on.
Network difficulty. Over the past month, difficulty has risen from 70.34 to 75 to 81. That means over 2 difficulty adjustments, we jumped 16.1% in difficulty. By the time you hear this recording, it's likely we have had a small difficulty adjustment, maybe downward, of about negative 4%. Let's hope that sticks by the time you hear this show. In 2023, there were 27 total difficulty adjustments. 7 were down, 20 were up. The biggest increase was 10.26%. I read this last month, but it's just such an interesting statistic, I wanted to read it again. Transaction fees as a percentage of block reward. We had a big day on February 2nd with transaction fees as a percentage of block reward hitting 19.68%, but the rest of the month has been a steady decline. In studio with us, we have our good friend, Body McBotface. What's up, brother?
Let's fucking go, my dude.
Ooh. Someone's excited.
Yeah.
You've been doing rails for breakfast, Botty.
Yeah, what's up, Body? Why are you so pumped up?
I am ready for the hell feeling. I'm getting new machines online. I just secured a new site in West Texas. ERCOT don't know what hit them.
Yeah.
I got my dude baseload on the team getting me some sweet energy deals. Demand response or maximum overdrive. I am ready for anything.
I love the energy.
Yeah. Got baseload on the team. Hey, Medi. Not Medi. Hey, Body. Wait a minute. Is Body and Medi the same person?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they're quite different characters.
Yeah, I'd say so. Hey, Body, did you hear that Linkcoin is now doing lightning payouts? That's pretty exciting.
Oh, hell yeah. Medi has been working hard on load, but still had time to implement lightning payouts to serve the small-scale plebs.
Are you going to be using the lightning payouts for your rewards?
Who, me? Nah, I received big chunk QTXOs sent to my paynim. 'Cause I'm a baller.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blade on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight.
Body just rolling out his Impala. 3-wheel motion.
Sometimes I forget.
You gotta be reminded.
Mm-hmm.
Body is a baller. Drop that ass. Max, as you know, I went to North Dakota to go ice fishing,
I was very jealous. Did you catch any ice?
Yeah, caught a ton of it. And fish, too.
Really? What did you catch?
We catched
You were catch?
these massive... Catched?
Caught.
Did I say catched?
You did.
I didn't. No. Mm-mm. Edit that out.
Make me sound smart.
We, as a group, this was like a pleb miner trip sponsored by Aaron Hall of Sundog Mining and Bifrost Manufacturing to bond over sitting in a vehicle with holes in the bottom of it where you dipped a minnow into the water and pulled out perch.
How was the bondage?
It was good. Yeah, you rascal. You almost got me there. It was good. It was tight. It hurt a little bit, but you eventually get to like it.
And who dipped their minnow in first?
Oh, come on now. This is too much.
No, it looked like a lot of fun. You sent me some pictures of the fish. Do you eat them in the end?
They're in my freezer. I brought some home. Mining Misfit brought some home. They're just in gallon Ziploc bags that we put in our luggage.
And what do you do with them? You can just put them on the grill or something?
Well, I think we'll do a fish fry, like Sarah asked me the other day. What am I supposed to do with these big gallon bags of fish? Am I supposed to defrost these out all at the same time? You guys didn't individually wrap these? Like, no, we caught 130 something fish. What are we sitting there?
Jesus.
Yeah,
No.
they're just little. But what we'll probably do here is just have a big fish fry. I assume Misfit will do something like the same.
What's a fish fry? Like you batter them and chuck them in the fryer.
Right, mate. Fish and chips. You never heard of that?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Newspapers
nice.
and all.
Ooh, nice.
I know how you do.
Do you do enough salt and vinegar? I think that's a letdown. A lot of people don't do enough salt and vinegar, and then it's just not the same.
I will do the salt and vinegar. A lot of it. Like really just pucker you up.
Mushy peas, curry sauce.
What? Curry?
Yeah, curry sauce.
It's not English.
Yeah, curry sauce is more like a northern thing.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So go on, talk to me about this trip. I saw from the pictures muscle cars, welding, fishing, load of toys everywhere. It looked like a lot of fun. I want to go and work there.
Where do you want to work? At Bifrost Manufacturing? That's right. That brings us to our sponsor, Bifrost Manufacturing. Straight out of North Dakota. On the ice fishing trip, we visited the Bifrost Manufacturing facilities and got to see all of their capabilities. Aaron Hall was nice enough to let Misfit and I roam around the building and the facilities and use whatever dangerous tools that they had available at the machine shop. If we wanted to use the water jet cutter, we could use it. If we wanted to weld, we could do. If we wanted to TIG weld, we were more than welcome to do that. Whatever we wanted to. If we want to mess around with muscle cars, rebuild an engine, you can do that there too. 3D print something fun, you can do that too at Bifrost Manufacturing. Yeah, we got the full tour of the facility there. And the last day we were there, they even let us weld some stuff. Like I've only spot weld in my life, but they have a team of really, really good welders. This is a very young shop in there. They have some older guys that work in the shop, but this is pretty much guys in their 20s and 30s with a lot of energy and know-how. Very skilled guys in all kinds of different machining arts, from design, drafting, welding, 3D printing, you name it, these guys do it. It's like Willy Wonka's factory in Bifrost Manufacturing.
That's what it looked like.
These different what's that?
I said, that's what it looked like. I was seeing these images coming over and I was like, this is amazing. It had like a fully stocked bar. They had muscle cars. They had the most unbelievable equipment everywhere. I saw pleb miner hoodies attached to welders.
Yeah.
It looked fun.
It is fun. It's the kind of place where they get the work done in the day, and then after work, you can stay and hang around, work on your muscle car, work on your truck, work on whatever project that you have, use the facilities. It keeps these guys engaged and creative and working. You know, I've been in a shop culture my entire working career. So I've seen a lot of different shops and shop dynamics and shop culture. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it's very positive. Everybody has a good time. Everybody's friends. The creativity builds. The work ethic builds. There's a competition there. Or you can have a really negative shop. Everybody hates each other. Everybody's catty. Nobody takes care of the place. It's not clean. That's not the way Bifrost Manufacturing is. Those guys run a tight ship there, but they still have fun. There's a really good culture at Bifrost Manufacturing.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Aaron is like the dad there. You know, he just kind of roams around. Everybody's got a lot of respect for him. The real taskmaster there is Killian. And this is a young guy, and he brought over a crew of other young guys that were in the aerospace industry, and their souls were kind of being sucked in the aerospace industry. They're doers, they're workers, they're creators. And as Aaron had said there, they were kind of ruled over and suppressed by Excel engineers, spreadsheet engineers. Their creativity is allowed to just flow freely. Weaving that into an ad read for Bifrost Manufacturing, the stuff that you send over to them, whether it's mining related, industrial manufacturing related, they can create something for you because they're free to create. They're free to innovate. They're not just the kind of organization that tells you, well, that's not typically what is done, or we don't know how to do that. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, because it's not standardized, so we can't do it. These guys can think.
And they have the time to think. It's not like, listen, they do mass manufacture stuff there. I'm not going to bullshit that. I mean, Aaron was just telling me the other day they were printing end caps for rails,
Mhm.
So there is a lot of that, but they also have the time and the freedom to create and innovate and invent and work with you on pretty much anything you can think of. They're Imagineers.
Imagineers, I like that.
Yeah. So anyways, check them out. It's bifrostmanufacturing.com. Bifrost, Bifrost manufacturing.com. Well, can't
Bifrost.
do an ad read.
Bifrost Manufacturing.
Thank you. Or follow them on Twitter, Bifrost MFG. All in all, the trip to North Dakota was a good one. I not only got to tour Bifrost, but bond with a few of the Pleb Minor guys, Jamie Bergen, Misfit, Aaron Hall. That's good. These small scale pleb get-togethers are where it's at. We were already brothers before, but after something like that, fishing trip, eating jerky, enduring the cold North Dakota weather, it's very bonding. What's that, Max? It's time to stop.
And drop.
Something new. Stop. Drop.
Everybody, stop what you're doing right now and boost the show. Boosts are terribly important to us. They help us pay for editing for the show, lets us know what you like and what you don't like about the show, and it enables us to free ourselves from reaching out to sponsors that aren't cool, like Bifrost, like Lincoln, like Altair. You like the show? Give us a boost.
You don't want us having cunty sponsors, do you? You don't want us swan-fluencing. So we appreciate some boosts. And we'll also know if they're coming now, because we can see now, can't we? Because of what Linkin Park Rules has done for us, we can see exactly the timestamp of when these sats roll in.
Thanks, Linkin Park,
Yeah.
for all the cool new tools you've brought to us.
No doubt there's going to be some sort of GIF or image as people are seeing this.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about working with Jordan is he knows all of the ins and outs of this stuff, like how to make chapters and the transcripts and have it all time up and how to put the GIFs in there. I don't know, I had a lot of fun making the chapters on the last couple episodes with the GIFs. People appreciated them.
They did. I had a few people reaching out to me saying how much they enjoyed them. So yeah, any boosts are very welcome and appreciated so that we can keep running things and pay this editor who seems to be doing a pretty good job so far, and hopefully it will free us up to do some more creative stuff. So it's exciting.
And now, Pleb Minor Action News.
This is Ungovernable Misfits Action News, your trusted source for news in the Bitcoin mining scene. Our bullpen of journalists are dedicated to uncovering the stories that matter most. What's that in the sky? Why, it's Altair with miner news. Turn up the bass with Bass Load. Contributing Maverick journalist Dick Greaser from the Bitcoin Bugle and the ever-present Burn Miner. And now, Ungovernable Misfits Action News. Burn Miner Show, Burn Miner, it's like a cold baby.
We're eventually just going to turn Bar Miner into a goat.
The grumpy goat.
Yeah. Bad, dude. Bad. Buy my jerky, dude. All right, enough effing around. The show's going on long enough. First up, our new sponsor, Altair. Got it?
Altair?
No, you dumb fuck. Altair.
Altair.
Who tear?
All.
You tear, she tear, we tear, we all
We
tear.
all tear.
That's it. Altair has a little mining report for us. I said, hey, Altair, what's going on, man? What's going on in mining? Boom. 2 seconds later, typed all this shit out. Synergies. The Year of the Dragon has begun. China has resumed operations following the Lunar New Year. It's now the Year of the Dragon.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not Chinese. You know, the Chinese, they take a break for this. So no equipment's coming out.
Okay.
All the ASIC dealers said, hey, just forget about it. It's going to be a little bit. You just let them have their Chinese Lunar New Year. And then after that, they'll start pumping out machines again. And pumping out machines they are. They're saturating the market with S21s. S21 prices for the 188 terahash S21 units are rapidly declining and have dipped below $4,000. Get them while they're hot. Bitmain has also transitioned from having 4 temperature sensors per hash board to 1 in each chip, resulting in over 100 sensors per hash board on the S21. While this adjustment may prevent chip damage from localized overheating, many users are encountering issues. That's a lot of sensors.
Sensor issues.
Yeah, you're going from 4 per hash board to temperature sensors on each chip. That's just a lot of points of failure.
So there's just a lot. This is when I was selling cars. All the time that we were having problems, or most of the time that we were having problems, it was fucking sensor problems. People would come back, they'd be like, oh, I've got these lights on my dash, there's this problem and that problem. Every time it's like, plug it into the fucking computer. Oh, it's the sensors, and you have to like fuck around, and then it wasn't actually anything wrong, it was just a sensor issue.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's what's happening now with these things.
Also coming from Bitmain, each miner will soon be equipped with a check engine light.
Which you can ignore.
Yeah, just go ahead and don't pay any attention to that. Unfortunately, too many of these temperature sensors and faults, and the machine says, hey, I'm going to stop hashing. That ain't no good.
Mm-mm. You don't
S21s
want that.
are struggling to operate at full power, even in the cold winter conditions, due to 1 or 2 chips overheating. Somebody that we pay attention to and is in the mafia, Checksum0, said he deployed a whole bunch of S21s the other day and had none. That's 0 dead on arrival. So that's pretty good odds. Time will tell with all this stuff, as it does with everything. That's why I don't buy new models of cars when they come out. Actually, I don't buy new cars at all, but total frame up rebuild like the Toyota Sequoia and Tundra now, hybrids. I'm going to let that flesh out for a little bit before I look at those things. WhatsMiner attempted to outdo Bitmain by introducing the 128 terahash M60 units in the fourth quarter of last year. However, these units are no longer available for sale. WhatsMiner only shipped M60s in very limited quantities, leaving Bitmain with a clear advantage in terms of paper specifications. However, reliability is a whole nother ball of wax.
Why did they only ship such limited supply? Just because they couldn't produce them, or they didn't have enough sales, or you don't know?
I don't know,
Okay.
is the answer.
Okay.
But you know who may know?
Who?
Is our new sponsor. Uncomfortable Misfits Action News is sponsored by Altair Bitcoin Mining Solutions. Altair Bitcoin Mining Solutions, that's Altair, ALTAIR.io, has just about everything you could possibly want for Bitcoin mining, from small scale to large scale. You want a couple machines, you want a bunch of machines, you want a USB stick miner, you want a fan. If you just want to talk, maybe you want your fortune read. It's in the stars.
What about if I wanted something shipped to the UK? Could they do that?
Hey, that guy will do it.
Really?
Yeah. And this is one of the exciting things about having Altair as a sponsor is he ships internationally. He cares to ship internationally, which a lot of other hardware sellers don't care to do. They don't want to be bothered with it.
Mhm.
He doesn't mind. He's always going to the post office. He's always got the UPS man at his door. DHL, FedEx. He knows them all. He'll ship it.
I love it. Anywhere. EU, UK, America, Australasia. Just ask.
Yeah, just ask. He'll probably do it. Max, you want a machine?
I want several machines. One thing I need to remember if I do order some machines, though, is to use our code, which is ungovernable. Little affiliate link.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Ungovernable. For those who can't be governed, use code ungovernable. We'll put a little affiliate link as well. Crown's going to put it on the website. We're getting so professional, mate.
I think so, yeah. It's kind of weird.
I like it, though.
The professionalism?
Yeah. We're still shit and we're still
Yeah.
plebby, but
Still
there's just like, we've got people around us who are really professional. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They carry us.
We're still just fucking around, just being useless cunts. And then we're like, Crown, can you do some really cool shit that just looks amazing? And he's like, yeah, I can do that.
He doesn't even say yeah, he just does it.
He just does it. Same with Linkin Park Rules, just does shit. It looks it makes us look good.
Mm-hmm.
We have to just keep reminding people that it's actually those two who are doing stuff.
Yeah, Crown and Linkin Park Rules, Thanks for carrying us.
Yeah. But everyone who's listening to this and seeing all the cool stuff, don't expect great things from me or John. Just know that we're being carried.
Yeah, we are nice guys and we're kind of funny. That's
Mhm.
really about all we have to offer.
Yeah. I can cook really well.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm quite
can,
good
like,
at decorating.
I can lift things, like if you need me to carry a log or dig a
Mhm.
hole, I'm pretty good at it.
Really? Like a little mole.
Yeah, like dig this up. Okay, dig these post holes. All right, and just do it.
Carry the post over. You can do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Pretty well.
Yeah. Okay. I'll bear that in
So-
mind.
Yeah, give me a call. Come over and help out. Anyway, a big whoop whoop to Altair.io. Great website, great customer service, appeals to all scale of Bitcoin mining, cares about all scale of Bitcoin mining, is a mining nerd.
Mhm.
Like, he really gets excited about this stuff. When somebody comes out with a new home heating build, he's super psyched to see it.
Yep.
Supports that public pool, the BitAxe pool that we talked about earlier in the episode. Like, there's even a promo code for that pool for Altair. I said it right. I don't know. He's just everywhere. He throws a lot of love and support out to the plebs. Super plebby guy. Happy with him as a sponsor.
Very happy. Yeah, I could sense that when we did our call for the sponsorship. I could just sense like this guy is immersed properly.
Mm-hmm.
This is someone who really, really cares, like proper excited. And you don't often see that where people have been around a space for long enough, like people like start to get a bit miserable, but not this guy.
No.
Oh, no.
He's not a crypto bro.
No.
He really lives, eats, and breathes Bitcoin and has been in it for a long time and still loves it.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, we appreciate the sponsorship, and I appreciate that you're actually sending stuff out to the EU and UK. That's cool.
No doubt. I asked Altair for a skinny on these Aradine miners. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And he said he spoke to Aradine a few months ago, and they appeared to be primarily interested in catering to large-scale customers initially. And this is the way that kind of thing goes. Like,
Always
we
the
talked about
same.
the Desi Wee miners last summer. Cadillac of miners, really cool thing. Got all these copper heat sinks and whatnot. It's just not made for the individual. He made a tentative agreement to involve Altair Tech as a distributor once they were ready for the mass market, but he hasn't received any updates from them. So apparently they aren't ready for widespread sales yet.
Okay.
He says he remains skeptical of new players entering the semiconductor space. The industry naturally tends towards monopoly due to the high capital requirements. Intel held the lead for 40 years, and it seems like TSMC and its partners like Apple, Nvidia, and Bitmain will maintain dominance for decades to come. He wants us to recall the hype surrounding the Avalon A14 release in September 2023. However, we have yet to see any units in action. Ultimately, success in this field boils down to which Bitcoin ASIC designer secures allocation with TSMC next. The only formidable contender he foresees on the horizon that perhaps Block, due to their ability to invest large sums, the Bitmain. So perhaps Block will be a contender here soon enough. That RD miner I just mentioned, a little bit of info on that. If you're ever able to get your hands on one, it's a pretty powerful group of machines. The Ardine Teraflex Bitcoin mining system touts the most advanced silicon chip technology with auto-tune technology and fleet management. So them doing fleet management is interesting because it kind of butts up against Linkcoin and Foreman, who provide the same service. Its AT2880 air-cooled system has an efficiency of 16 joules per terahash at 260 terahash, and the AI 3680 single-phase immersion system touts 15 joules per terahash at 375 terahash. So they're powerful machines. You're just not likely to get one.
That's really fucking good, isn't it? I've not heard anything as low as 15 joules per terahash and as high as 375. Is that the beefiest machine?
I think so. The S21 is about 17,
Okay.
188 to 200 by comparison.
Impressive. So it's amazing. You just can't buy one, and we don't know. if it actually
pretty
runs.
much. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next bit of information we have on Action News. The Energy Information Agency Form 862. Did you hear about this, Max?
I heard about it. I'm not that informed, so you're going to have to fill me in a little bit, but I get the basic idea.
Mm-hmm.
They want more information. And yeah, it seems that these people just want power. They want compliance. And compliance is like feeding crack to a crack addict. You should never, ever give them a taste because it is never enough for these crack whores.
Yeah.
They're always wanting more.
Man, you said it. I wasn't ready for the crack whore analogy, but you're spot on.
No teeth. They'll suck your dick for just a little bit more power.
I think the problem is they have like 1 or 2 teeth.
Oh,
They're all
scraping.
broken off and jagged.
Yeah.
All right, the EIA Form 862, they said the purpose of the Cryptocurrency Mining Facilities Survey is to address the energy-intensive nature of cryptocurrency mining, particularly Bitcoin. The survey, approved by the Office of Management and Budget under emergency provisions, aims to provide detailed information on mining services, energy usage, and impact on the power system. Vocal fry. The survey was sent out to 82 miners on February 9th.
You just know it's exactly the type of people who work there. The Office of Management and Budget.
Yeah.
OMB. Oh, fuck off.
All their Zoom meetings are just filled with vocal fry. I mean, don't you take me seriously. When this came out, of course, the penis daughter types jumped on Spaces. All right, everybody, we got to talk about this. We need to talk about compliance and what we're going to do, and let's get together as an industry and figure this out. How do we respond to this? He said things like, I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, that the survey will help us better understand how often Bitcoin miners are balancing the grid across America. We need to work together to ensure that lawmakers and regulators are well informed on the potential of Bitcoin mining. My reaction to that was, if Bitcoin is a threat to global power structures, that means the EIA, the Goblerment hate you. They fucking hate you, people. Listen to me. They hate you. What do you say to them? Go fuck yourself. Every time. That's your initial reaction when the government comes at you. What's that?
GFY.
I say again?
Fast. GFY.
That was fast.
Or you take it slow. You do it fast maybe, but then you can take it really slow and you can just go fuck yourself. Throw in a cunt if you feel brave. Go fuck yourself, you cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my reaction. Alex had a good take on this, our old buddy Alex. He said the registry serves as a tool for surveillance and tax enforcement, allowing authorities to track mining activities and income more efficiently. Exactly. His second point, concerns about grid stability seem exaggerated, with other threats like physical sabotage posing more immediate risks. The bill, which wasn't a bill, it was just a survey, may not address the most pressing issues facing the grid. 3, the registry could lead to restrictions on foreign investment into mining operations, potentially facilitating nationalization or confiscation in the event of conflicts with countries like China. Ooh, that's interesting. And his last point was, similar to Operation Choke Point, the registry might enable federal pressure on utility providers, complicating setup and operation for miners. This could favor larger, regulated mining companies. And we constantly see this. Why are there 3 car manufacturers in the United States, basically?
Nothing's getting past Alex.
No, nothing. He's very, very sharp, that guy.
He's exactly right. And yeah, I don't think there's any argument for any other way of looking at this. They are not your friends. They are not gathering this information to help you. It's to rape you.
Everybody was on this Spaces call with Penis Daughter, and the amount of, yeah, you're right, was absolutely disturbing to me. It irked me. As we've always said, and I think this is a reason why we do this show, is to remind everybody the ungovernable, rebellious side of Bitcoin mining. Even at larger scale, 5-10 megawatts, you can still be an ungovernable misfit. You can still be a pleb miner. Don't ever forget where you came from. If you came from there, a lot of miners didn't.
This is true. Yeah, but keep that flame alive. We're fucked otherwise. They get their claws in.
Yeah.
They don't let go.
One of the first to publicly push back against this was actually Riot. So kudos to them.
Congrats.
Riot, along with the Texas Blockchain Council, filed a lawsuit against the Department of Energy and claimed that, 1, this case is about sloppy government process. That's actually I think it's in the court filings. Sloppy government process, contrived and self-inflicted urgency and invasive government data collection. Riot's lawyers were spitting fire. They said on January 24th, 2024, the EIA urgently sought the Office of Management and Budget's approval for collecting private energy data from cryptocurrency mining operations, citing potential public harm without immediate action. The OMB hastily approved this request, violating procedural laws and acting arbitrarily. Despite these breaches, the EIA proceeded with data collections, coercing companies like Riot to respond under threat of penalties. Without court intervention, affected companies face immediate harm from disclosing sensitive data to the EIA without proper authority. So they made some great points, and the judge absolutely agreed with them. Wednesday of this week. I'm not ready for this, Max. I'm not ready for prime time.
What are you looking
I have
for?
the court documents here.
Oh, I can hear them. They sound
Court
heavy.
documents. Yeah. I sent Body over to Texas to pick these up.
He has a printer built into his ass.
No, he physically picked them up at the courthouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he rode in his Impala.
Of course he did. 20-inch
20-inch blades. Yeah, absolutely. So the judge in this court filing basically said, yeah, the EIA, fuck you. Like, what are you doing? He said the EIA commits not to seek or impose any fines, penalties, or any other adverse consequences based on a failure to respond to the survey before March 25th, the first business day after March 22nd, 2024. The EIA further agrees that it will sequester and not share any data received for any party responding to Form EIA 862. So the judge ruled. The EIA said, okay, fine, we're not going to do this. We're just going to maybe just delay this. Everybody is going to have to pay close attention to this. This isn't their first shot this is just a shot across the bow. They're not finished. I believe this is just a stay. I'm no lawyer, all right? But they took this down from their website. I wanted to do this show, and we've got something going on here in a few seconds. I wanted to see the form. I saw it all over the internet. I saw the questions. I said, I want to download this form and just kind of poke around with it. They took it off the website after this court filing.
Sneaky weasels. They'll be back.
In the court filing, it says, in light of the arguments presented by the defendant's counsel, plaintiffs has alleged three main sources of irreparable injury. So this was finally what they claimed, hey, this is what's going to happen to us if you let this go on. Number one, non-recoverable costs of compliance with the survey. You got to fill it out. You got to have somebody go around the mine and figure out what is this machine's terahash, what is its power usage. That takes a long time. Two, it's a credible threat of prosecution if they don't comply with the survey. And number three, the disclosure of proprietary information requested by the survey, thus risking disclosure of sensitive business strategy. So the judge determined that they got a case, they got a point. You only get 30 minutes to complete the survey. 30 minutes. If you got a mine with 1,000 machines, how are you going to complete the survey in 30 minutes?
Don't do the survey.
The judge determined that it likely violates some kind of law and that the survey is arbitrary, capricious, and abuse of discretion. So thank you to Riot for bringing the suit on. Thank you for being one of the few organizations that fought, that at least tried. I'd like to know how many of the 82 actually started filling out the paperwork.
Many is my guess. I bet they came with suggestions. Hey, how can we work with you to give you more data? We want to be your friends. They want preferable treatment.
Yeah, they do. We're lucky to have somebody in the energy procurement industry like Bitcoin Baseload. So he's going to stop by here and give us his take on everything.
Okay.
What's up, y'all?
Folks don't know nothing about Bitcoin and energy. What if I told you too? Soulmate.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Baseload stopped by and gave us a write-up on what the EIA is and his thoughts on this survey controversy. I'm going to read parts of it, but the whole piece will be published on ungovernablemisfits.com under writings. He says, recently there has been an initiative by the U.S. government to obtain identified commercial industrial cryptocurrency miners. He says, personally, I think it's interesting that it's been reported that only the identified ones are required to provide detailed information back to the government, or else be fined $10,000 a day. While we can unpack this a little bit, let's talk about who the EIA is and what they do. He says the EIA was started in 1977 as a statistical agency for the Department of Energy. It provides policy-independent data, forecasts, and analyzes to promote sound policy making, efficient markets, and public understanding regarding energy and its interaction with the U.S. economy and the environment. That's the DOE's definition of what the EIA is. The EIA also defines themselves, which I think is kind of funny. They said the U.S. Energy Information Administration is the statistical and analytical agency within the U.S. Department of Energy. They collect, analyze, and disseminate independent and impartial energy information to promote sound policymaking, efficient markets, and public understanding of energy and its interaction with the economy. And by law, its data, analysis, and forecasts are independent of approval by any other officer or employee of the U.S. government. He points out that you can see the difference in the definitions between the Department of Energy, who oversees the EIA, and the EIA itself. It's like you saying to your kid, hey, your name is Johnny, you're 10 years old, and you're a boy. And Johnny going, no, I'm not. I'm a 50-year-old woman.
You're a 50-year-old woman?
Well, Johnny, not me. It's somebody else named John.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have picked Johnny. Billy.
I was like, I had my suspicions, but here we are.
What gave it away? The vocal fry.
Is that Mrs. Doubtfire vibe?
Hello! So now that you know the definition, did you know that the EIA was the first government agency from the DOE that was on the internet? Isn't that cool? They're so progressive.
Yeah, that is actually really cool.
So they've been on the internet since 1995. It's like, what better organization to send out a survey to Bitcoin miners? That they're progressive and cool.
Can we change our view on it now that I know this little gem of information?
Yeah, right. We like them now.
They're awesome.
All right, so let's look at the survey itself. The EIA is asking cryptocurrency miners things like, who's your electricity supplier? Please report the company name of the facility's electricity provider. It's like, who the fuck are you? He said they are asking what kind of mining equipment the miners have. They want to see electricity invoices. If you identify yourself as a cryptocurrency miner, ask yourself, does anyone else do this as an industrial consumer of electricity? Isn't the whole idea of deregulation to do private negotiations for electricity supply between customer and energy entities without the ability to have to disclose the strategy you negotiate? Does anybody else do this as an industry?
Do they? I don't know.
That's the question that needs to be answered. Why target Bitcoin mining specifically?
Because they care, John. Yeah. They care. They want to help us. They like this movement.
He says, full disclosure, the EIA data is quite good with providing articulated data in multiple energy types. So when they're performing their assigned tasks by the DOE, Department of Energy, they do a pretty decent job of it. But his challenge would be to say, if miners have to do this, why not every industrial consumer do the same thing? His final thoughts are, the EIA literally has a unit of measure in the form EI 862 entitled burden hours. Yes, you read that correctly. They are measuring the burden of you punching that information into a keyboard in hours. So they admit themselves, this is a burden. But they only give you 30. They say it should probably only take you about 30 minutes to fill this out.
It's only a burr. It's only half a burden.
Hi-yo. It's a really good one.
Thanks. John?
Here at Ungovernable Misfits, we have some advice on how to answer surveys such as this, because it will be coming back around, so we want you to be prepared. In a little bit of Ungovernable Misfits theater, I will be playing the role of the wrinkle-dicked government bureaucrat, and Max, bit by bit, of course, will be playing the role of the ungovernable misfit.
Ooh, so I'll just be answering your questions, will I?
That's correct. And you won't even have to play a character. You can just be yourself.
Okay, just a twat. I can do that.
Hello, Mr. Bit by Bit. I'm Edward Wrinkledick from the EIA, and I am here to help you fill out this survey. It should just take a quick 30 minutes of your time. If you could just go along with me, I'd really appreciate it. Sir?
I'm here.
Okay, sir. Good. First question is, what is the facility for which this schedule is being completed? Like, what's the name?
The name of the facility is Hash Sluts.
Hash Sluts. Is that with an S or a Z?
S.
Hash Sluts. Very good, sir. And the address of this facility?
The address is 6969 420 GFY, Intercourse, PA.
Okay, I have that as 6969 420 GFY. Is that a road or a boulevard? GFY Street?
Just
You don't have
GFY.
to answer that, sir. Just GFY. Okay, I'm sure that'll come up in the post office's database. And this is an Intercourse, PA, correct?
Can confirm.
Okay, good. Who is your electricity provider, sir?
The Sun, bro.
Sunbro Incorporated. I'm just going to write down Sunbro. Okay, let's talk about your cryptocurrency mining characteristics. Okay, let's please report each one of the following characteristics. If actual data is not available, please provide your own estimates. Okay, sir. All right, what is your mining unit count?
69.
69. That's a popular number for you. Okay, the mining unit age.
420.
Sir, is that months or months? 420 months? Weeks?
Whatever you like.
Let's go with weeks. Okay. So you're being hostile. That's fine. I'm sure a $10,000 a day fine will set you straight. Next question is, what's your mining electric load?
On your mum's face.
Rude. Okay, and your approximate mining hash rate?
69.
69 again. Thank you, sir, Mr. Bit by Bit. We appreciate you filling out EIA Form 862. And we'll be in contact with you soon. We'll send the IRS to your door and make sure that you're paying all your taxes.
You didn't want to ask me where the mine is located?
I did ask you, sir. You gave me 6969 420 GFY. You didn't say street or boulevard. Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Okay, sorry. Can I actually make an edit to that? Because I need to be a bit more specific.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, sir.
Up your mum's arsehole.
Goodbye.
And scene.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, you like that?
Just a little addition at the end? I think they'd like that.
I think they would too.
You definitely
He sounds like that kind of guy.
Yeah. You definitely aren't going to have any problems with the tax authorities.
No.
Because that's not what they're here for. They're here to help.
That's right. I think in response to that, he would say, why not mine?
Definitely. Why not both?
Oh, Mom, hello? I found the perfect guy.
Oh, fuck.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Why are we like this?
Top tips.
Top tips from Max Bit by Bit. To close out the show, we have our Bitcoin Bugle article, and I was going to read this in a very similar voice to what we did before.
I like the voice.
The Bitcoin Bugle ad read is brought to you by the Lake Satoshi Bitcoin Beach Retreat that takes place the weekend of August 10th, 2024.
Creeping up.
Tickets are $21 online or at the door, or just throw somebody some sats, or I don't know. Bring whatever you like. $21 worth of beef jerky. They'll probably take it. There's a barbecue on Saturday. Both Saturday and Sunday, there is breakfast.
Ooh.
And we are trying to coordinate Chet and Baseload, if he comes, which would be cool, a little shootout, both basketball and guns. So I intend to bring a decent amount of armory and some ammo, and I'm sure a lot of other people are too. And maybe we'll shoot some bottles or some cans and then shoot some hoops. I won't be shooting the hoops. I'm really bad at basketball.
I can imagine. These are going to happen at different times in the day. It's not going to be one event.
No.
That sounds fucking dangerous.
No, it is one event. You throw the basketball up, I shoot it. It's like skeet shooting with basketball.
Okay, great.
Real family activity.
Yeah. Your basketball skills, is this something you've tried and just failed at and decided, no, this is never happening again, or just not your sport?
It's not my sport. It is something I've tried and failed at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just not good at it. We have a basketball hoop. I'm staring at it right now.
Okay.
I can hit the
can imagine
baskets,
you're
but
not-
when it comes to the dribbling and other people being in my way,
Yeah.
I don't know the whole thing. I'm really good at defense, though.
Okay.
I'm aggressive.
I imagine there's quite a lot of fouls.
A lot of fouls. I foul a lot. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
can't imagine you're that aerodynamic. You're
not not aerodynamic.
no
I
dunking.
like football. I don't like basketball. No dunking shit. And my vertical leap is a good 6 inches.
You bring a little step ladder to games.
Look at me.
Dunk.
Like I can jump up and grab the net and pull myself up
Okay.
to the rim.
Yeah.
But there's definitely no dunking.
Okay.
I'm excited to see if Baseload comes to see Chet and Baseload compete against each other. Because I don't know if you know this about Baseload. He was a college basketball player.
Oh, okay.
Like he can ball, and so can Chet.
Okay. I can see that.
Let's try to get this rivalry going. Let's really stroke them.
I want to see them do this, but on skateboards.
Baseload can be on a skateboard, and Chet can be on roller skates. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Skates or blades? Skates.
Every once.
You know, they do like at roller discos, or what are those ones where the waitresses have them? Roller.
Like a car hop. We have a Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic car hops used to come out on skates.
Yeah. Chet would look good like that, I think.
He sure would, especially in a skirt.
Real family time.
And that leads us into our next story. Speaking of guys in skirts, this is from the Bitcoin Bugle, an article by Richard Greaser. It says, Admiral Rachel Levine cancels climate change for being a racist. Good for her. Thank you, Admiral Levine, for canceling climate change because it's racist.
Yeah, thank you.
In honor of Black History Month, the Biden administration has taken a firm stance against climate change narrative as Admiral Rachel Levine has declared climate change racist. She says, climate change is racist and we need to cancel it. It shouldn't be promoted on media, movies, or anywhere. We shouldn't allow climate change into our businesses, and it should be completely debanked. We cannot have racist Mother Nature running unchecked through our Black and brown communities who are affected more by climate change than white people. Mother Nature is one racist, white supremacist bitch, she said during a press release. What canceling climate change entails is uncertain, yet we can make assumptions based on what we've already seen from the administration. The cancellation would likely look like deplatforming on social media, other forms of censorship, controlled media campaigns, FBI witch hunts, and just about everything in the state's toolbox. While individuals have been canceled for climate denial before, cancellations this time would include racism on top of failing to trust the science. Companies like Upstream Data, Riot Platforms, and Cathedra that take hard stances on ESG and climate change are likely to be targets of cancellation by the Biden administration.
Too right.
A little bit of backstory on Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine is a straight up man. That's a man. It's a man. This beastly monster was our Health and Human Services type secretary in the state of Pennsylvania during COVID times. So you had to hear this guy constantly on press briefings, with the state and with the governor and whatnot, and what the state of Pennsylvania is going to do. And this voice is ridiculous. Like, I don't even think I'm doing it justice. This guy's voice.
Class. This is why the whole world looks up to you guys.
Yeah, for real.
We look to America for guidance. We go, fuck, we just want to be like them.
It's really demoralizing. I don't know if it's the same position. I forget what this position is called. No, it's not. That's the Surgeon General. I don't know what this admiral of whatever. It's a Health and Human Services secretary, but they make you an admiral of some sort. So they put a uniform on this guy. Talk about putting lipstick on a pig. They put a uniform on this guy. And he's dressed up like an old lady in a uniform and admiral costume. It's like, I think I'd rather have Captain Crunch as our Health and Human Services secretary than Admiral Levine.
Sounds like Sea Org.
What's that?
With, what's it called? The culty thing that Tom Cruise is the head of, and they all wear like the little Sea Org, like military costumes and stuff in there.
I don't know what that is. Sea Org?
No.
Are you saying SEA org, like organization?
Yeah, Sea Org. I'm going to have to Google it now. Sea Org. Scientology.
Oh, Scientology.
Yeah, and they all wear, like, if you Google Sea Org, you'll see them all in their, like, little sailor outfits and stuff like that. And it's
you
like
know why I
fake
think that
military.
might be? Because the inventor of Scientology, his name was L.
Ron
Hubbard.
Hubbard.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He had like fancied himself as some sort of sea captain, and he'd have these ships in international waters where he molested kids and stuff like that. That's the origin of
amazing
of Scientology. So yeah, maybe that's why they made them all selves captains.
Okay, well, it sounds very similar. This lady sounds like she might maybe like children and boats as well. So, maybe she
I
could...
love all children.
Oh.
What a fucking joke. Talk about demoralization with this guy all dressed up in a military uniform.
Amazing.
I'm concerned
Everyone
about your
says.
health. Worried about prostate cancer? Cut your penis and balls off.
Right, we need to stop being so racist.
And destroying the earth.
Should we wrap this up before we get thrown off YouTube?
Yeah. Oh boy, we're thrown off. Straight up.
It's done.
Rumble it is. Sorry, Crown. All the work that you've put into YouTube, we
ruined
threw
it
down the toilet.
Yep.
Well, thanks for stopping by. This has been Ungovernable Misfits
Action News.